So this is Greg with 360 Audio Visual. We want to show you another way of doing a hybrid meeting. We've gotten a lot of feedback online and people have had questions, so we want to do another dive into setting up a hybrid meeting. Basically, you have your in-room attendees, and then you have your virtual attendees as well. We want them both to have a good experience. We want to do it the right way. So once again, how do you set up a hybrid meeting the correct way? Here we have, first you need 3 laptops. First laptop is going to be your presentation laptop. That's going to be where your slides are. Specifically, the only reason for this laptop is just serving the purpose of showing your presentation. So that's its sole purpose. Then you're going to have your second laptop, which is your production laptop. So that's going to be your laptop that's feeding to your virtual audience. All of your video inputs and your audio is going to be running through this laptop. And then your third laptop is going to be your video laptop. Basically, if you have videos that are being displayed during the presentation and you're going to be switching back and forth between maybe your slides and showing videos, and these videos might not be embedded in the slides, then you want a separate laptop for that to make it a seamless transition. Then if you did have the video laptop, you would need an additional laptop just to monitor, or something to monitor the virtual feed so that everybody can see it. So, you want to be on camera, on screen? No matter. Okay, this is Donovan, one of our techs here at 360 AV. He's assisting. So once again, the purpose of this video is just to show you the signal flow. We didn't tape down any cables, we didn't conceal any cables, so just imagine on the event, everything's going to be taped down, look nice and neat. And then we have our downstage monitor for your presenter, and then of course the people in the room will be able to see your slides from your either projector or you might be using another video monitor. So let's go through the signal flow. Also, we have some audio going, but we're going to get into that. So let's start with your presentation laptop from your PowerPoint presentation. So out from this presentation laptop, video out is going to go, this one has just a USB-C output, so we're going to use a USB-C to HDMI adapter, and we're going to go out HDMI into a splitter, HDMI splitter. So this HDMI splitter is going to be splitting we labeled it slides. So it's going to be splitting the signal from this presentation laptop. So it's going HDMI in to this splitter, and it has 2 outputs. What are the purposes of these 2 HDMI outputs? So first HDMI output is going to go to your in-room switcher. You have 2 switchers, 2 video switchers. So this one is being designated as the one that is controlling the image that you see in the room. So if we switched over to this video now, you'll see that the people in the room see this video. So this is controlling what the people in the room are seeing. Once again, we see that. There we go, we see it. So this particular switcher is controlling what the people in the room are seeing. So one of the outputs from this HDMI splitter is going to that in-room switcher, and the other one is going to go out to the virtual, the switcher that we're using to control what people online virtually are seeing. And that's what this one over here is. We have this, we're using the YOLO boxes for these. We like the YOLO boxes. Gives you some hands-on control and also gives you the ability to monitor what you're seeing to go out. So as you can see, we have this. We're just using Zoom for this one, but you can use any virtual platform. It'll be the same theory. So once again, this one is what's controlling what the people virtually are seeing. So if we switch over video, you'll see the video. If we go here, you'll see your camera feed. People online can see your camera feed, etc. So once again, the presentation laptop is going out 2 times, one to the switcher that's controlling what the people in the room are seeing, and then one to the switcher that's controlling what the people virtually are seeing. And then likewise, we're going to do the same thing with our video laptop. Same exact thing. Going out HDMI out to a separate splitter, we just have it labeled down here, video, same thing, same exact thing. Going in, HDMI in, you see it, HDMI in here, and we're going out, 1, 2, HDMI out. One to the in-room switcher and the other one to the virtual switcher, the same exact thing. As you can see, that's that one, and then the other one is blue cable. Okay, so that's your two laptops there, the presentation laptop and your video laptop. Then we have a webcam that we're using just for the sake of this video, but you might be using a digital camera, whatever you're using. Signal flow is what we're going for here. So you got this one that's going to be focused on the presenter in the room, wherever they're standing. This USB-C webcam is going out USB-C into a USB active extension cable, because we got to run a little bit of distance here. So we're just going out, and then it's going to run into this switcher that's controlling what the people online are seeing. So this yellow box actually has a USB input here. So you can see that it's going in USB, and so we can see our video feed here. It's coming in, as you can see. You see our video feed. I'm upside down, but it's video feed. And it's going in USB-C. USB, just USB-A, regular USB in there. And let's show you some of the internal settings in this yellow box. We're going to show you some internal settings in this yellow box here. When you go to the settings, you want to make sure that the switcher that's controlling what your people in the room are seeing is going to go out, program out. Basically, we're running an HDMI output from the back of this yellow box. We're going HDMI out, and we're going to go down there in a minute and show you, but it's going to be program out. And this one right here, that's controlling what your virtual audience sees, we're going to go USB. We're going to go out USB-C into this production laptop. So this has a USB-C out, so we're just going USB-C to USB-A into this production laptop. You can use any sort of converter that you need to convert it, whatever your laptop receives, but the signal flow is going from here, this virtual switcher, the switcher that's controlling your virtual audience, to your production laptop here. And let's go through the signal flow from that's going to get to your in-room attendees, what they're going to see. Your video signal. Once again, we're coming out HDMI out from this switcher that's controlling what the people in the room are seeing. HDMI out. And we just happen to have this little nice and tidy converter here. Converts HDMI signal to SDI. And I like this one. This is made by Lumentech, and it has actually a monitor on here, so you can actually see your feed that's coming in, which is really neat. Anyway, HDMI in, and then we're gonna go SDI out. And this SDI out is gonna go here to an SDI splitter. So we're coming in SDI in here. And the reason why we use SDI cable is because you're able to run a longer length. HDMI cable degrades after 50 feet, so if you're running a longer length, 400, 500 feet, SDI cable is where you want to go. So SDI in here, and then we're going to split this signal between your downstage monitor, boom, and then your projector. So the way we do that is we're going to send out, the SDI out. These two are going out to your two video outputs. And then we're going to convert it back to HDMI by using these SDI to HDMI converters. Coming in SDI. This one right here goes HDMI out into this TV. that we're using for the downstage monitor. And then the other one over here, same thing, SDI to HDMI converter. It's coming in SDI, and it's going HDMI out to into this projector here. So the people in the room are gonna see this, gonna see your slides, and then your presenter is able to see the downstage monitor facing the audience, so you can see there. And then we have the webcam positioned strategically in a place where they're able to look at the webcam while at the same time looking at their downstage monitor, so it looks to the virtual audience as close as possible that they're seeing the presenter head on. And let's go over our audio. And a lot of people have had questions about the audio specifically. How do you set up the audio for a virtual or hybrid meeting? We're going to show you right now. So we're just using a wireless microphone kit here. So we got a wireless receiver going out, XLR out into this mixer. We just got it running into channel 1 here. And so for the people in the room, you would just set it up like you regularly would. It's just gonna come in on this. We got it coming in on channel 1 here, boom. And as soon as we unmute it, it's coming in 2, 2, 3, check 1, 2. Because we're going from our output in our mixer, going out to your speaker inside the room. It's gonna run to that speaker there. And likewise, your audio from, let's just say your presenter had some videos inside of the presentation, you would need audio for this laptop here. So we got a laptop audio adapter, and this just goes out from the headphone jack of your laptop here, and it connects XLR, the female end XLR, and then we run it to your mixer. We got it going on channel 2. Likewise, this one that's controlling your videos, it's gonna go same thing, headphone jack out to your laptop audio adapter, XLR out into this mixer. We got it going on channel 3, but it doesn't really matter what channel. And so here is how you send this audio to your virtual audience here. You need to run it through some sort of auxiliary output, something that has independent volume control from what the room is experiencing. So you can have independent control to be able to adjust your audio for your virtual attendees. And so we're just using auxiliary out. We have a 1/4 inch to XLR adapter, and it's just going out XLR into a audio interface, USB audio interface. So it's going in here to this microphone input, channel 1, and you can adjust the volumes here, going in, and then it's coming out USB here, and then it's going here to our production laptop USB. So now the audio is being fed clearly to the people that are online attendees. They can hear the audio. If I switch to the video, they can hear the audio from the video like that. They can hear the audio from the presenter that's using the microphone. And the way we route that on this particular mixer, this is a Soundcraft, but each mixer is different, but the signal flow, basically, you want to be able to control your volume. This auxiliary 1, we're going out, so we just increase the volume on the auxiliary to a good volume on each individual channel. This is what our mic is on channel 1, and our 2 laptop feeds are coming on channel 2 and 3. This would be the one for the video out. Likewise, we have that at a good level, auxiliary, and then people online can hear it loud and clear, and that's how you transmit the audio directly to the people that are virtual on that side. So we have independent control. Say we needed to trim the volume on, is going out too hot to the people online, we could trim it here without affecting the volume of the people that are in the room. So that's why we send it out on a separate feed, auxiliary out, something where you have independent control of what's going out. So that's your video there. That's your video signal. And then each individual virtual platform has its own settings, the way you can set it. So on Zoom in particular, the way you set your audio is to go down here, you can set it, select the microphone you want it to be feeding from your USB audio interface. This one is designated as line audio box USB 96. So we selected that, and then we're not really feeding any audio in here. If we had like online presenters, then you would need a separate one of these, a separate audio interface that would be feeding from this production laptop to your mixer on a separate channel so the people that are in the room could hear it. The only thing with that, if you were doing that, let's say you had an online presenter, you would not, NOT, you would not want that auxiliary feed to be going back out, because that's only for the people that are in the room, because otherwise you would get feedback. Basically, that presenter's audio is coming in here, and if you had this up, it'd be feeding back to them, which they don't need. So this is just for the people that are in the room. If you had a presenter that was presenting remotely and the people in the room needed to hear them, then you would bring them in and make sure that that auxiliary is down, mix minus. So this is just another way to set up hybrid meeting. You got in-room attendees having a great experience, and then you also have your people virtually online that are having equally great experience as well. So let's just show an example we're gonna play a little bit of this video right here and show you how it would be. You can see the people that are in the room can see it as well. See, they're seeing that. So if I just played this here, play this audio coming out here, make sure it's unmuted.
Recognized us as the most on-time North American airline for the second year in a row. Accolades like the...
Okay, so I'm gonna mute that. Boom. So you can see people in the room can hear that. And if I can test this audio, we're just gonna test the mic audio on Zoom so you can hear that it's coming through here. Right. Okay, let's go here.
Our Delta team members and our future success.
So you see it's coming through there. So people online will be able to hear it. So, and we just switch it back. Switch it back in here once you're done. We would recommend, to be honest, if you really want to do it right, you need at least 3 technicians back here. You need one that's switching this for the people that are in the room, and you need another person that's controlling the switcher for the people that are online. Then you need another audio tech that's handling the audio. You would need a videographer, camera op. Sometimes, depending on how many cameras you have, if you have a PTZ camera, you would still need somebody to control the PTZ camera. So right now, as I see it, it's like 4 techs. If you want to do it right and not stress out all your techs. So that would be how we do it. If you have any questions, 360 AV Rental, info@360avrentals.com is where you can send your questions. I'll be happy to answer you, or you can send a question here on YouTube. I'll be happy to answer any questions we can get to. And if you're ever in the Atlanta or the Southeast area and looking for a professional AV company to handle the production, the audiovisual production of your meeting, feel free to give us a call or hit us up at www.360avrentals.com. Once again, my name is Greg, 360 AV Rentals. We just showed you how to set up a hybrid meeting and review 3 laptops, presentation laptop, your production laptop, and your video laptop. You got audio. Everybody's having a great experience in the room. To the people in the room, it's just a regular meeting. The virtual attendees are like a fly on the wall, which is what I like about doing it this way, because the people in the room, they don't need to see who's online or share a screen and those kind of things. To me, that's kind of tacky. So this is how you would do it. Please let us know if there's something that we didn't explain correctly or if you needed more clarity. All right, have a good one.